Hi everybody, welcome back to GregTech New Horizons, episode 104 with me, Sid, and I've got a few things planned for today. I haven't done a huge amount between episodes. I've been looking through some missions. We're going to make some diesel, and I'm hoping to do some biodiesel. We're also going to handle this one, which was the other half of that there. May go to the nether, maybe not, don't know. What I actually need now, though, is I need an aluminium tank. I've got my dolly, haven't I? Yeah, I've got a dolly. But I need an aluminium tank because we've got the mixer and centrifuge, we've got the copper cable, extruder, assembler, electrolyzer, fluid extractor, but not the chemical reactor, which is fine. That's the thing we want. Right, you come with me. So we are going to go and start off the episode making a simple glowstone farm, because that is something we need. So we're going to go and take this over and put this near the chemical reactor. I'm not sure whether I could actually... These tanks, I recall, had like a functionality of draining from the bottom back in the day. I mean, way back in the day. However, let's just go and get myself a bunch of cells, and I think I'm going to need a stack of dirt as well, and we're going to make ourselves some of the fertilized soil. I need to actually make several things of fertilized soil, so might be something we want to do, but I also need to get more of these. We haven't got enough. At the moment I've got enough to make 50, actually, maybe I have. Maybe I have. Who knew? Okay, let's put that back. And I just need a few cells and we'll be good. I've got 12. I think 16 is enough because it's one thing of water, one dirt, and 4 bone meal per. I think that is how that one goes, and then we can go and put a new garden area out there in the thing for glowstone farming, which will be great. You have done okay. I'll take that out as well. We can always process you. You can go vanadium magnetite. Let's put that one through. Boomf, and we'll come in here. Go and get those, jump in there, those, and those, and off you go. Make me fertilized dirt, my pretty, make me fertilized dirt. I want to move my animal pens around over there, and I want to kind of rejig maybe this area, possibly even these farm plots, because I don't know whether they really need to be slapped down there. We're also, as I say, we've got some bits to do, so to quick quest, I'm going to need to get that one. Certainly the diesel would be an ideal place to end up, I think. And yeah, we'll see how we go. But we're kind of going to nibble away. If we look at these, if I look at the quest lines here, the diesel is there. And I'm fairly certain that requires diesel power. But I'm going to assume that diesel power it's just a reasonable assumption that to get to diesel power, you need diesel. Does that not seem reasonable? And there's a big gold gap down there, so that will possibly unlock something, maybe. Biofuel is over there. It will give us glycerol and seed oil we're going to need, so I'm going to need to do that at some point. That's actually one we should be able to do that reasonably easily. We just need to find the best source of seed oil, and I mean, how hard can that be? So let's quickly get this lot going, because the sooner we get the glowstone side of things underway, the better. And well, I'll be back in a second. Alright, we've done a little bit of finagling. This will probably not stay, but this is things, and we've bred up some of the animals to get some more going. Piggies are okay, and I have stuck in a fairly large crop of these. Now I'm going to let them mature fully, and then we'll harvest, and we'll see about that that glowstone quest. But right now my inventory is an absolute pigsty. Nothing new there, so we need to push on with clearing our inventory. Boop, boop, boop. And almost certainly, no, actually, surprising. I do need a gate for the pig pen as well, but they're a pain to make, so I'll probably go steal one from a village somewhere. That can go in there. There, that. I'm sure I've got a thing somewhere with some grass blocks in it. I do. I'm really not bothered about that, and that can go with the rest of it. There was a creeper. I found out where that mob was spawning, the one that was hiding underground, so I've now closed that loophole. Get to put something else in. Right, stick that in. So let us start off with this trichlorosilane. We are going to be taking hydrochloric acid and silicon dust. 3 to 1. Now, how much do I need of that? No. Four. So I'm going to need 12 hydrochloric and 4 silicon. Silicon we can handle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hydrochloric acid, that might be more challenging. I also need to process that as well at some point. Let me have a look then. What have we got? Got a little teeny bit of diesel, but that's not what I'm after. Sulfuric, and bioglass, cetine, refinery, universal, mold of air. Sulfuric acid, that's not hydrochloric acid, that's sulfuric acid. I was going to say, I don't think I've done hydrochloric acid. That could be challenging then. Let's have a look what's involved in making hydrochloric acid. Chlorine and hydrogen. 1 to 1. Chlorine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need hydrogen. And then I just need a chemical reactor. Which is, I want to say, upstairs. Still learning. I'll still be learning this by the time I've actually figured out where everything is. So hydrochloric acid is a low voltage 1 chlorine 1 hydrogen on program 1. Okay, well that's relatively easy then, isn't it? And then that is no program 3 to 1 on this with the raw silicon. Let's go and have a look what our new layout over there looks like, because that all lights things up a little bit as well. It's all good. The only issue is whether we get the critters managing to teleport out through the walls when they unload, which is a problem that we had back in the day. So we've got you. We're going to pop you in there. We're going to get rid of that, and we're going to stick those in. Oh, and 2. So that's 8, I presume. There you go. All good. Right. And that will take us to there. And we get the hydrogen. Well, we get some hydrogen back. Of course, that's the law of conservation of mass, isn't it? You can't destroy things, you can only alter them. I'm paraphrasing here, but do 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully we'll get to diesel and stuff, but we'll see. We'll just kind of pootle along through quests. These I feel are taking us places though. So that will give me some stuff. And now we've got silicon tetrachloride and trichlorosilane continued, both of them continued. So that is sodium and okay, I think we can do all of that. Let's go and see what we've got and what we need and all the other good things. While I let myself be smoothly diverted off of the diesel. I know I've got the diesel to do, but it's not going to go away. But yeah. You could also potentially wait. It's not the end of the. It's not the be all and end all. There's lots of things to be doing. Right, have some gold. Have some iron. Have some iron. So, if we were going to go down this route, I need 16 sodium. And those 4, I believe that's right. Oh, we can get rid of you as well. Try silicon tetrachloride. Silicon tetrachloride, yes. Then we've got you. Now you are going to be the other one, which is tri and hydrogen 8. Wow, it's almost like it came with it. So that is sodium, and that will make that. Let's head back to the chemical reactor. This just seems too easy. Up. Seems almost too easy. Chemical reactor. So if I were to use you in a chemical reactor with sodium on program 1, I will get solar grade polysi dust and salt. But again, this is taking us all down towards solar panels. We know where this is going. It's not rocket science after all. And that should be, well, we need the, oh no, back. That's that one, which we can claim and come back to. And then while we're here, we have got this one, which is again chemical reactor. That no, that hydrogen plus that. So, oh, hang on, let me just double check. Program number 1, still the same. Should give me empty cells. And some hydrochloric acid back. And of course, solid grade silicon. Poly Si. Not sure what poly Si means, but there you go. We're learning. And that'll be that one out of the way. And we've also got solar grade silicon, which will take us to here to silicon. Now these are some major ones that you want to smelt it into ingots to make plates for transistors, but you'll also need to make some silicon balls. Back. So we need 32 and then some gallium arsenide crystals. Okay, of course, yeah, gallium arsenide. Yeah, we'll work on that one. But right now we should have 8, and that we can grab you back. And well, that was up. We've actually completed something. We've completed hydrochloric acid as well while we're at it. Seed oil, empty cells, sodium hydroxide, gallium hydroxide, sodium and water. I think we go with those, just because I really hate making those. And we'll claim that one while at it. So we've got a bit more. So that's going sodium persulfate we need to go down, but we also need molten plastic for that. There's so many things to play with. But that's a little bit of that. We'll have a look at this gallium arsenide stuff another time. I'm not entirely sure we have the wherewithal to make gallium arsenide. Salt, loop bags, medium voltage, silicon. I mean, technically I don't really want to lose that, but there's a good chance I will if I put it in there. I will take my chances. I've got so much stuff to process, it's not even funny. And then we've got chlorine and hydrochloric acid. Chlorine can go... no, it can't. So chlorine's just going to have to go in my storage thing with the other stuff. That's fine. Boop boop. Right, now, got rid of you. Diesel. Let's have a look at diesel. So diesel is mixing light fuel and heavy fuel in a mixer. It's a medium voltage, which is why we needed to make it. So light fuel we get with a chemical reactor, and no, we don't. We go distillery. Maybe. No, there's one. It's not that. If it's not the light fuel, that's your bottler. Distillery. Refinery takes oil. That's obviously the Billcraft refinery, but we can't make those. So that's not happening. The mixer chemical reactor will take heavy fuel and light fuel. That's the large chemical reactor, but not the chemical reactor. Strange. So the mixer is going to take light fuel and heavy fuel. Heavy fuel we can do... I could have sworn there was a brewer. Hydrogen gas and sulfuric. I mean, distillation tower is obviously where you want to be, but that's not even within the realms of possibility right now. We need moderately... Either I am completely missing. I could have sworn I saw something with oil, and yet now nothing. So we're going to have to distill oil to make sulfuric heavy. And we're just doing oil. And if we do oil, we can do sulfuric heavy, we can do sulfuric light. So it's just a matter of what program we put it on. So I think what we do is we go and we'll start off with an ultra low voltage. We'll take a couple of ultra low voltage. We'll take 4 ultra low voltage fuel cells because we've got fluid tanks. We've got low voltage. Yeah, we'll just take those. That'll be fine. And we'll go and take 32 of these. And I know I could have just taken a stack and halved it, but... And we'll go and grab some oil. Because for now, let's just do this with what we got. There'll come a point where I have to make a decision. It's probably going to be, let's start making diesel automatically, so we're going to have to run the oil. So my thoughts are we run the oil into a system that basically automatically produces the heavy and light. You know, it's going to be an entire production line, I'm sure. But right now, I need to go and take some of that oil that we've processed and turn it into these heavy and light fuels, so we can then process that into diesel. And I also need to think about things. I am really enjoying the way this build is starting to look. It's looking more and more industrial, and I definitely need to find out what's underneath here at some point when I'm feeling brave. But right now, let us put down these 4 tanks. Let us grab you and fill you up with oil. Can't see anything down there. And then do the same again. I mean, there's 720 tanks, buckets of oil in there, so we're not going to run out anytime soon. Although I suspect we're going to, once we're into using this as fuel, we are going to be going through it a lot faster. Boop, 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 boop. But then I suppose we'll have to start playing around with that long distance oil pipeline and, you know, put in, say, I think it was, there was one, I think it was over here, there's one there, That's oil there. You know, it's not. That's oil. That isn't oil, I don't think, off the top of my head, but that is. Yeah, there's not. We're not got a shortage. Hopefully, eventually, we'll get into the magic side enough that we can get the teleportation kind of technology and like the ender tanks or whatever as well. But something tells me we are a long way off of that, given that I couldn't be bothered to make a gate. Although, to be fair, that was largely due to the fact that I'm being idle. Boop, boop, boop. Fill back up. Yeah. And of course, we have got kind of short range teleportation already. Right, let us go and make some fuel. Let me just have a look at this thing again. Diesel was 5 to 1. 5 light to 1 heavy. So I need to basically process. That's 2, 4, 6. I need to process half of that to 5 of those, and I've got a spare. To 2.5 of the other to get the to get 5 to 1. Assuming they're processed at an equal rate, which is, to be fair, is a naive assumption at best. So yeah, let's don't need to worry about slime right now, so that's not a biggie. I do need to think about rubber and stuff at some point. I also do need to get some of these. You can see these are the ones I've converted, and I've still got this section of garden to convert over to be this super fast growing stuff, so that's a thing too. Right, I'll see you back over there. Yeah, it's all coming back to me now. This is where you get very small amounts for but it seems to be like for like 50 to 15. You know what? It will be what it is. I also harvested my glow flowers while I was over there. Might as well get the glowstone flowing, eh? And I've just put that lot through. That's running. So, trying to remember what I needed you for. Let's just have a look. You were used for 120. Oh, right, so I need to make 128 glowstone, then 64 redstone, 64 gold dust, and we'll get some freebies. I'm not going to complain at that. What I'm going to grumble about is just the sheer length of time this is going to take, because again, we're back into the oil fiasco. But it will take as long as it takes. It will generate as much as it generates, and we will address it as we come to through each thing. What on earth is that? Stargate Chevron of Dimensional Duplicity. Yeah, so I'm not going to look at it because I'm just going to go. I'm nowhere near that. That's another batch of steel finished, which I set running just before we started playing. So that's we've been going a while. Even though we don't appear to sometimes accomplish a great deal, we do get there. Vanadium dust, and then you go through again, I think. Yeah, and you produce me more stuff. So let me carry on processing things, and I'll be back in a bit. Alright, some time has passed. We're actually on the following day. I've got a stack and a half of glowstone so far. I could probably actually manage that just... No, actually, unless I broke those, but I think I've got enough in the system. I've also now got 8 heavy fuel cells. Also got some hydrogen sulfide. There's some more empty cells over there. So that's happening steadily. Need a little teeny bit more. Okay. There will be more over there. What I have got going on up here right now is light fuel, and I'm doing 2 of those. They run fit the light for light, so 16 litres of oil makes 16 litres of light fuel, or 16 buckets of light fuel, or whatever unit of measure you want to measure your fuel in. I'm fairly certain in the modern world we probably use litres and gallons, and well, in the modern world we use litres, and then, you know, for some reason some people use gallons for when it comes to petrol. I don't know, or even barrels when it comes to oil. I mean, there's a meaningless measure, isn't it? You know, it's almost as meaningless as the word cup, which I've never understood why you would sit there and have such an arbitrary name for a measurement. I understand that there are standardized cups, but you know, it just seems a really odd one. Yeah, metric all the way, except for when I'm weighing myself, in which case it's pounds and ounces. And height, of course. When I'm measuring anything for DIY, it's in meters, millimeters, and centimeters. But when I'm doing myself, to how tall I am, I'm 6 foot, which is accurate actually on the nose. But yeah, so we have an interesting kind of relationship with units of measurement in the UK. We're metric when it suits us. Yeah, so we've got that will come out, and then we can do the quest. We can use you in a what was the, not an assembler, it's not going to be an alloy smelter, can't be a mix, surely it's not a mixer. Brewery wouldn't make any sense whatsoever. A centrifuge would seem to be the obvious one, so once I've got 128 of those, we stick them in a centrifuge and we get gold and redstone out. That's really handy. And what will even be even more handy will be automating it. I think that's the thing with this mod pack, that where the difference is. In virtually every other mod pack, you would slap down a solar panel with a farm on it and forget about it, because it'd be enough. Mechanism, enough. All of these different things, enough. I mean, we have done that. You know, we've got our crop harvester with our low voltage battery, which is fine, and then on the top there is a solar panel which is handling that. But even that requires me to periodically come over with a bucket of water and give it a wash, which of course you don't have in any of the other packs. Incidentally, I've got a landing pad now. I can use my booster and kind of just splat down. I was curious as to whether that would work, and I thought, yeah, you know what, there's only one way to find out. There you go. And clean the 3% dirt off it to keep it efficient. Now, eventually, hopefully, we'll be able to make those, and I think that's what some of this quest line is. But the silicon quest line. But right now, no. So yeah, we can really just enjoy ourselves and just splat, and that stuff just takes you full. So that's my landing pad for a miss launch. Right, anyway, we are onwards with the light fuel. I need to do hydrogen and light fuel. Where's me thing? There. In the chemical reactor to get that, and it's one light fuel to half a hydrogen. So basically what I would like to do, I think, is get 12 12 of those. And 2 hydrogen. Got hydrogen downstairs. And we can run the first batch of light fuel through the chemical reactor. But that, we need to make 48 basically. I've actually got a little bit of diesel as well, which will go a long way. I really do need to work my waterways out. These are not optimal. Will it ever be optimal? Of course it won't. It's me you're talking about. I think we can do, let me just double check, the light fuel is program 4, yes it is. So we can go 12 and 2, and that will just go blat, 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 and then we can grab one of those, and we've got 2 hydrogen sulfide, and we've got 12 of those. Now we need 5 of those to every one of those. So currently I've got some maths, not my strong point. Oh, we did some, we completed a quest somewhere. Where was that then? Was it in, where was it? Oh, working with oil, desulfurizing. Alright, well we'll take it. We'll take the steel, because it's better. Now what do you want for that? You want 20 sulfuric acid cells. I don't know if I've got 20 sulfuric acid cells. But you know, if I'm inadvertently completing quests, they're the best kind, aren't they? The inadvertent ones. So, where are you, sulfuric acid? 6.8. How many did you want? 20. There you go. Sulfuric acid. Claim that as well while we're at it. Now what you got? Light fuel, basic combustion generator times 2. I don't want to make them. Are they not the ones I'm running upstairs? I can't remember. Can't see. It can be a bit of a pain because I'm going to have to drain them of fuel and... well, I don't need to. They're basic semi. No, I need basic combustion. So I'm going to need to make 2 of those to complete that quest. Not sure whether I'm that bothered. Then you've got basic cracking, which takes you to early ethylene. Oil drilling rig. Medium oil gets a big boost, becomes a fantastic power gen. Haven't done already, becomes difficult to use steam as the only power source in this tier, so you should find a more reliable way to get power. What we have, we're using creosote. Oil advanced seismic prospector, and you want some oil cells, 30 of them. I'm saying I've got an advanced seismic processor, haven't I? Yes. Thank you. So then I just need some oil cells. That's easy. Just need some cells. How are you doing? Are you done? No, you're done. Okay, we'll get the we'll get that put into thingy and stuff and things. I need some more cells. Bang, that should be enough. Oil. I wanted some oil cells, didn't it? Let me just plonk you down there. What? Right, oxygen, okay. Blub. There you go, and then you can have that back. Look after it. Right, so that's that. Gives me more powder barrels and stuff. Okay, that's all good. Wants 32. Okay, well, I've already got those, but we'll hydrogen, advanced electrolyzer and a 40 hydrogen cells. Well, we'll come to that. I'm kind of getting myself distracted. And whilst it's all good hammering some of these quests out, it's also not the most conducive to completing an episode. Right, you go in there. If I were to do 2 more, that would give me 18, which would go with 3 hydrogen. I need some hydrogen. We got any hydrogen up here? Fish oil. Refined glue. Yeah, no, I haven't got any hydrogen up here. The hydrogen is all here, and I need 3 to 18. Right. So I'll go and get that processed. I'll continue working, and I shall be back in a minute. Alright, first bit of this glowstone is done. Let's go and centrifuge some glowstone, shall we? Now the centrifuge, I think, this is where I'm still getting canning, forming, wire mill, lathe, polarizer, packager, printer, scanner, alloys, forge, macerator. Electric beam must be up. Didn't think it was, but there you go. Mixer, oh, centrifuge is in use currently. Okay, that's fine. Well, we'll just take that out for now and put it back in there into the processing queue along with that. Might as well do that little pile there as well. The more gold the better, we're going to need it. And we can take you out for processing, and you can go in on, oh, hang on. The medium voltage centrifuge, of course. Right, let's take that over there. Let's stick you back in there, and let's go over to the medium voltage machinery and try doing this properly, shall we? Eventually we'll have rid of a lot of the low voltage and just have medium voltage, and there'll be a massive phase of upgrading again. And off it goes. Slowly. Oh, so very slowly. Right, leave that to it, because the other stuff I've got going on here didn't work because I didn't do it properly. 18 to 3. Let's get something. Yeah, this is my life at the moment, just processing things. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit when I'm probably going. No, I'll be all right. This can't be anywhere near as bad as that last oil quest. Good, I didn't hear GregTech saying hold my beer. That was all nice. So yeah, I'll see you in a minute. Alright, I've got 8 heavy fuel cells, 48 light fuel cells. There's actually some more light fuel as well. I've also now got the glowstone processed. What I have noticed is using the medium voltage for anything large scale really impacts my steam generation. I'm hoping that you're not picking up this music from my next door neighbour, because that's copyright strike territory. I'll just have to make sure that it's not particularly bad. But there you go. There's our Did You Run Low on Gold or Redstone quest. Now we are going to put in, let me have a look, diesel doesn't require a program, and this shouldn't be too much of a drain because it's quick. So let me just F2 at that, just to So that was 48. We've got a light fuel cell left. That should be the diesel quest complete. It is, but it didn't open anything up. Interesting. We'll take the cetane, or is it ketane? Ketane or cetane boosted diesel cell. For that, we'll also take the glowstone quest. What shall we have? The good electronic circuit. That is such a pain in the backside, because that's not enchanted, is it? It says too late after the fact, but and I think that is probably everything we've completed this episode. So we can get rid of you. Now we have the biodiesel and the seed oil to do, but this stuff in a generator, if I can find it, combustion generator will do 480,000 EU. Now let me just compare that to creosote, because creosote is actually don't know why that is playing like that. Creosote in a I think mine was a semi-fluid, is 48,000 EU. So it's basically 10 times more effective than creosote in the LV generators, which, you know, that is absolutely fine. But it is definitely an eye-opener. Without a shadow of a doubt. Now you see the cetane boosted stuff in a combustion generator is 1 million. Just out of interest, how do you make that? No, not uses. I want to know how to make it. Fuel and tetranitromethane. Not happening any day. Biodiesel, no. Mixer is diesel and tetranitromethane. I've got no idea how you make tetranitromethane. Yeah, that looks like it's something we'll be doing later, I'm sure. But right now, we have got a good amount of diesel cells. We've got 52, that is a lot of power. So maybe we need to start looking at some combustion generators to start utilising that. Or maybe we even need to actually start looking at automating the production and burning of that stuff, because that sounds like something that would be good, especially as we move further into the medium voltage line and we, you know, fight our ways. Just need to pick up all the stuff that I've processed out of the other stuff. See, yeah, like normal, I am heavily processing materials out as fast as I can and keeping things going. I've had the oil shale in there, all going. But anyway, on that note, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon, and bye for now.